welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host, Vishakha Thakur. The ABC Conclave at Dubai Marina offered a sneak peek into the Web3 space. The event's aim was to bring together the brightest minds and disruptive projects to drive innovation and shape the future of decentralized technologies. We at 3.0 TV took this opportunity to interact with leading personalities representing various spheres of the Web3 technology. We thought of bringing some of this hand-picked interaction for our viewers' benefit. This short video features Saad Erekat view on blockchain. Ahmad El-Matwali touching upon investment avenues.
We are going to invest in anywhere for any such a great business. We don't have any problem, but we have to study again and again to avoid any risk in the future.
Jake Seltzer's message to Gen Z.
I think find something you're passionate about. When you wake up every day and love what you do, it doesn't quite feel like work. So find your place. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but I think there's tons of opportunities here. We're seeing it within the tech sector. We're seeing it within the growth sector. I mean, you look at economies like Vietnam. Vietnam has been able to have massive explosion when it comes to sort of these IT houses, and I think we're seeing exactly gaming and different things, right? So these play-to-earn apps and different things. So I see, huge growth within small and emerging economies, but I think for anybody out there, just find your passion and follow your dreams and kind of just make your way. Things have a way of tending to work out. So that would definitely be my advice.
Alex Shihad of Binance drawing a roadmap for stablecoin.
The cryptocurrency use cases are becoming more defined. So you're using one use case of stable tokens. So with regulatory clarity now, we're seeing the issuance of stable tokens is generally the domain of central banks. And so they've now understood that this is something they need to regulate, and they're working towards it. In the UAE here, Central Bank of the UAE has said any AED stable token within their purview, and that's very well understood. VARA has an issuance rulebook where it talks about other denominations of stable tokens. So as the crypto market's developing, we're seeing the different use cases, and we're understanding more about it. Like 5 years ago, these were not as well defined, and so the ambiguity led to some of these issues. But now we have a path forward.
Talking on tokenization is Arul Prakash.
So just rewind back into how we were 30 years back, right? There was no internet. And when internet came in, we got ETFs, we got digital stock exchanges with running panels and so on. What did that actually achieve? It got us a lot of liquidity in, right? It got us transparency in terms of anyone sitting anywhere, instead of screaming, can actually see a screen and find out what the current price is anywhere across the world, right? So that's what electronic markets actually enabled. Now, the way that I personally see tokenization is an exponential evolution of what it is, right? It's like the X-Men moment of humans, where you're going to get superhuman abilities to perform much more transactions, much more liquidity coming in, much more people able to participate in this kind of ecosystem than what the electronic revolution actually achieved. And it's not a complex thing. It doesn't have to be seen as tokenization as a separate thing. It's like, how banks used to think earlier. You used to have a physical bank and you used to have a digital bank, right? Now there is no digital bank and physical bank. Every bank is expected to be digital bank. So same way, every single market will have to start using blockchain technology for the benefits that it has. And we're not going to see tokenization as a separate thing. It'll become the norm of how industry actually operates. So yes, will the industry become that big? If the current industry moves in, additional liquidity comes in, it definitely will be that big.
Sergey Kuhn's driving home his point of making DeFi space safe.
It's already safe, I would say, if you take care what you're doing. So we need to invest maybe more into education of the people, so that people understand that they have to not share the seed phrase with everyone. They need to keep seed phrase privately, because this is the key of your blockchain bank account. So of course we see some hacks, but this is a human thing, we need just to have basic standards for blockchain development, that if you go public for production, you need to pass audits, you need to do audits, you need to work with the community to maybe someone will, like with bug bounties, for example, it's also very important to avoid hacks. This is my standpoint.
And finally, Jakub Zurawinski's advice to safeguard crypto wallet.
I think it's incredibly important to understand the basic concept of private keys and what it actually allows you to do once you have it or once you lose it. So basically, the private key is a very, very long password that allows for the full access to your funds. Meaning, whenever someone gets it, your funds can be transferred in a millisecond, right? So it's crucial to actually make sure that these are kept in an extremely secure environment. And for that reason, I would very much encourage everyone to learn about self-custodying and trying to understand how it actually works. And therefore, to do this, I would encourage everyone to learn about dedicated devices, because the general purpose devices such as a phone or a laptop are constantly under various vectors of attacks. So they are basically not a perfect solution for a world where the ownership rights sit with the private keys owner, and therefore I would suggest to look into their hardware wallets in general.
All in all, it's a great ensemble of finest brains. Well, that's all in this story. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. And for such updates, log on to our website www.3versetv.io or scan the QR code.